Hello. This video will show you what to do once you have posted feedback on a student's rough draft in ENG and they have made those changes and submitted their final draft. First of all, you will get an email from the ENG course manager, and in there is a hyperlink. You can click on this and be prompted to log into ENG directly with your ENG username and password, and it will take you to that dashboard. I, however, recommend instead, once you see that email, going straight into Blackboard and going to the instructors area. This is hidden from students, so you cannot be in preview mode. So you click on that, and then the top link is ENG dashboard. Click on that. If you haven't been in a while, you will be asked to log in. And then it will automatically take you to your reviews tab, and you will see anything that's pending your review. So right now, it's just this one fake student, and it's Unit 1 final draft. You can even see the date they submitted it. Now, one thing that I like to do at this point, before I go in and try to grade this final draft, I go to the Reports tab, and I find their work, which you can access if you click on Writing Center Completed. And it will actually show me if the student has responded to my feedback. So with this old essay, the rough draft, it said leave the penny, and my feedback was consider revising your title. The student has changed it. Remember, this is all arbitrary. I didn't think the title was bad. I'm just coming up with things to change off of the sample essay. And then here I said use a more specific adjective. I think it was good before. They've changed it to compelling. So I'm really pleased the student has made all the changes that I requested. I also want to mention, if you ever have a student who says they can't get their final draft to submit on ENG, they have to go in and click like. There's a little like or thumbs up or thumbs down in each one of these boxes. So they have to go in and click like or dislike on each of these. I tell them, obviously, you need to be liking your instructor's feedback. But the submit button, which is in the bottom right, will activate once they have completed that task. So anyway, I'm going to X out of the report tab, go back to the review tab, click on the assignment, blah, 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 legal language, continue. And then at this point, remember, for Unit 1 and Unit 2, there is a rubric that you can access. It is on SharePoint. But we're just looking at a one-paragraph reader response and determining whether or not it is at or above mastery, which would be an 80%. So I encourage you not to overthink it for these first two essays, since they are very short. And so you can just go in and provide some brief feedback, namely in response to their improvements. I would not provide a ton of feedback at this point unless you can tell the essay is below an 80, or you feel that it's below an 80 and you are going to ask the student to revise. Then you do need to provide very specific feedback that they can follow that will lead them to a mastery score on this final draft. Okay, I'm going to highlight compelling and say wonderful adjective. So I really have no complaints with this sample essay that's been improved, so I'm just going to go ahead and give the student a 100. If you want to provide an endnote, you can highlight the last word and type in your endnote with your holistic feedback, and then when you're done, click submit and yes. And then you will now see under reports, although it does take a few minutes to update, so we might not see it in this video. If you click on reports, unit progress report, yeah, in a few minutes where it says preview user, this student will end up with a 100 in this final grade. It does take a while for ENG to update that. So while you wait, another thing that you need to do so that the student can move on in Blackboard is go to the Full Grade Center, find the student, find the Unit 1 Essay Final Draft column, and manually type in the score that you just gave them in NROC and hit enter. And now this student will be able to see the Unit 1 test link. All right, that's all for now. Thanks. Bye.